It is the Lord Hour with the Lord Danny. What's up? What's up? Hey guys, introduce yourselves.
Word. Hey, evening, everyone. Is your dude BVAS here, aka Mr. Audacity. But today I'm not the Audacity guy. I'm just the BVAS guy coming at you from Philly, PA.
Hey, I'm Jazz. Today I'm Mrs. Longhair Don't Care. Hold on.
Flip it.
So, coming from Atlanta, and go ahead, Shaka. Go ahead. I'm done.
Oh, this is Shaka, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Coming from New York City. Thanks for welcoming me once again, guys.
Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper?
And if I'm not now, then I'm soon to be.
Right?
Jazz, I was waiting on it. I'm sitting there waiting for you to be like, wait, she
No, I was I was coming. I'm be quiet though. I'm gonna behave today.
Oh, yeah, that just froze for a minute.
Yeah, she paused.
So,
guys.
Jazz, you want some of these bars?
No.
Oh, okay. Let's make it sure.
Oh, was that a challenge? He's trying to hit you with some bars.
Bullets? What the fuck?
My girl. You stay locked in. Jody.
I don't want. No, we gotta stop this East-West Coast shit. We gotta stop it. We gotta stop it, y'all.
Dude, we on the same coast.
Right.
I'm in the South. So technically, is that really the same coast because I'm in the South?
We are.
Either way, I'm gonna sip my tea and shut the fuck up.
What up?
What type of tea you drinking?
Hey, cousin.
Apple cider vinegar.
Just the apple cider vinegar?
Lemon juice.
Guys, also if you guys are into cars, or if you guys, anyone out there who's thinking about becoming like a social media influencer or anything like that, and thinking about getting your YouTube page started up, check out my cousin page, Blackie Stone TV, because he does a lot of reviews on different cameras that you should use and different type of equipment. He does car shows. He go to car shows and all the latest things. So you're interested in any of that, go check out his channel.
I need to see whatever cameras that make my hair look good.
Yes.
Well, I got one.
I checked out a few cameras that he did some reviews on, and I'm like, dang, Cuddy, you got some guap, because I'm poor over here.
We all poor.
Those cameras are really
the top tier one is the GoPro 4K cameras. All right.
That sounds like it's expensive.
60 frames, full 4K HD. I mean, it's really, really amazing camera, but that price is over $1,000, and it's really high. But the quality and the name GoPro is just so good, because you see those cameras go through everything.
Yes, underwater, under pressure.
Great.
They probably be in porn stars' bedrooms. Who knows?
When you vlog, like if you're looking
places no man has been before.
If you're looking to vlog like you are, like you're thinking about doing in the future, GoPros would probably be something to get yourself into because of the quality of the video that you get out of it. Yeah.
Is there a broke nigga derivative?
No, not for GoPros.
He's stupid.
Yeah, see, he
said that's a good. Blackie Stone TV said, yeah, that's a good action camera.
So like with you, Shaka, you looking to do like vlogs where you're outside, you're walking, you're talking. It's one of the best cameras to have because it keeps you. You said DJI is a good alternative. Okay. But
thank you.
That one.
I'm telling you, he comes with it. He comes with the same.
There you go. So you got your broke dude one. The guys.
Know what it is? Broke nigga derivative.
Yeah, I don't really want to say that because that's not like.
I'll say it for you. I'll say it for you.
Okay.
It's not that I can't say it. I mean, it's just that I don't think it's one of those things.
Respect.
I kind of
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Respect.
Don't
Respect.
goddamn do it.
Oh my
I grew out of
goodness.
it.
I'm
man.
sorry, y'all. I had a dilemma over here. I knocked something over that had something in there that I really wanted, and now I'm mad.
I know exactly what you know. I know.
I'm very
Apple cider vinegar?
Yeah.
Huh?
Color
Apple cider vinegar?
No.
He
No.
says less expensive, but it's just as good.
I'm not trying to get her canceled by talking about this, so I ain't gonna do it.
We'll do it. Hey, actually, I have plans on doing an episode about Mary Jane. I have a plan on it. Actually, that is going to be something. Actually, that's going to be next week's topic. I'm going to work on that. Yes, Mary Jane,
like a fat
in
bitch.
all the different forms.
I'm there. I'm there.
Okay, so let me get right into this podcast because why are you shaking your head?
No, we talk about Mary Jane Jackson, D.
No, what?
Talk about.
Talk about what?
He's not Mary Jane Watson. Okay. No, sir. No, sir. Okay. So, anyways, let me get right into this podcast because I actually have two things that I want to cover today. And so the first thing I actually want to cover, I want to talk about Generation Z. Oh, thank you, cousin. Blackie Stone TV said, you guys are doing great, my Youngstown peeps. Okay, thank you. And so are you, because yo, like, hey, actually, for real though, guys, check out his channel. Like, the quality of his videos, awesome. Yeah, I've been kind of watching his videos and kind of taking some little tips. I'm gonna get better, for sure.
I need a new camera because my camera, I look like I got net zero service.
I mean, if you do that, okay.
My laptop's trash.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is.
Shaka, you know, you're so funny.
100%.
He is not funny.
It's lighting.
Shaka keeps me laughing, yo. That's like
funny.
It's
just
lighting, dude. It's just lighting. That's all it is. Lighting. You see how your light is? You got the yellow light. Switch that lamp light for a daylight light and point it at you. And boom.
Okay, Mr. IT, we get you though. What you talking about?
Oh, wait a minute. Let's not even get to
we here, bro.
That, guys. So I want to take the time and I'm so loud. Let me stop yelling. Anyway, so as I get excited and I get loud. Anyway, so I want to take the time and congratulate my co-host, V Vaz, on actually his first day started yesterday. Today was his second day at his new job.
No, not job. No, not
internship.
Job.
I'm sorry, internship. I'm claiming it for him as a job for the future. I'm speaking over that. So, B Bass, why don't you go ahead and enlighten us and tell us what your position is and what you do a little bit.
Okay. So, one of the requirements for my degree is to get an internship. So, what I did was I reached out to a company called Universal Health Services. They offer a summer internship. It was pretty decent. You know, the interview, the crew that I interviewed with was really good. The team that they have is very well collaborative. Thank you. It's very well collaborative, and they are very the synergy between them and the chemistry is really good. And the guy who's running the team, he wants to bring people in, show them how operations work on the cybersecurity side before he brings them on as like a permanent role. Their goal is to bring people in, show them how things run. If they like it, then they try and say, okay, when you graduate, we'll hire you on in a more permanent setting. But there's also some times where they'll be willing to bring somebody on in a part-time role till they graduate because of what they offer. Hopefully I stand out because from what I've gathered is they're really impressed with what I have to offer. So what my role would be is called Information Security Analyst. That's what the internship is about. So Information Security Analyst that monitors all network traffic that comes from the organization. So UHS is all around the U.S. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. Universal Health Services Incorporated. They have hospitals, acute cares in certain parts of the United States. They have over 10,000 employees, over 400 sites. They have behavioral health clinics, they have acute cares, and they have hospitals. And they operate even in Puerto Rico and in the United Kingdom.
Wow.
We're responsible for all of it because headquarters is located in King of Prussia.
Okay, that's awesome. That is awesome. So let me tell you guys. Let me sum this up for you guys. My co-host is very smart. He is very smart, and not only is he smart, but he's an amazing, thoughtful person. And also he's a hard worker, and he shows up always, and he's always trying to be on time. Actually, when he was here, he prompted me all the time about me being late because I was late every day. Every day. So I just wanted to highlight that for a little bit and congratulate him, because actually that is a very, very big step in his life, and that is a position that is kind of hard for a lot of people who are in college to get. Internships nowadays are really hard because they're very competitive. So congratulations, B. I'm looking forward to see what you're going to do in the future, because I already know you're going all the way.
Yes, sir.
All the way, sir. All the way. So let's go ahead and dive back into this podcast. So I had someone actually request this topic about Generation Z. So Generation Z are the children who were born between, I believe, right, Blackie Stone, the grind doesn't stop.
You're getting jazz getting it.
Right.
Wait, what about that?
Gen Z.
Oh, that says okay. I was about to dig in your. I'm sorry. Continue.
Oh my God. So, anyways, so Gen Z ages are between 9 to 24. So I thought it was 1990, but about 2000.
Oh wait, I'm looking at this on Google that says ages 10 to 25 between 97 and 2012.
Yep, that's the
one. About 9 to 24. Yeah, that's about the same time frame.
Yep,
give or take. Yeah. So anyway, so a lot of people have been inboxing me, and a lot of people I've run across in the streets have been wanting to talk about the Generation Z kids. So the problem that a lot of people are having nowadays with these children is they say these children lack ears. These children do not want to take the advice of their parents, their peers sometimes, their bosses, and other people who may be older than them. Have any of you guys ever came across a Gen Z kid and they just worked your nerves? Jazz, go ahead. And then Shaka.
So, I have a niece that is part of this Gen Z era. She was born in 2007. So, when I say she don't listen, I love this little girl to death, but she don't listen. She's on this, I'm going to do whatever I want. I don't care what nobody, says type thing. And it's like, when I was that age and I would have tried that, my grandma would have beat the shit out of me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and that just would have been that. Like, yeah. I have a nephew like that too. Now, with my nephew, his thing is that, of course, he wants to do the same thing of not listening, but he's the one that likes to butt in to conversations. Like if me and B are having a grown-up conversation, he's gonna be answering the questions as if he's B, and it's like,
and you're like,
last time I did that, like, I remember I corrected my grandma one time. She was telling a story and she snapped me, and it was like, I never did that shit again. But it's like, maybe obviously you can tell the difference in like how they're being raised, because now majority of the moms of these millennials are little hood rats. So it's like, I mean, they are fucking hood rats. Like,
yes.
Next time you tell him it's an A and B conversation to see his way out.
No, I just tell him I wasn't fucking talking to you, so shut.
Wow, you just go all
right. She dives right in. She just don't care. Shaka, go ahead. Give us your experience with a Gen Z child or adult.
I got nieces and nephews. Like they are fucking idiots. Like I have 5 of them.
That is a strong word,
but it's a factual word. Very factual.
We should not. Let's not call anyone idiots. That's a very mean word.
Okay,
we're gonna use
they're below average intelligence.
Idiots.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, they see the world differently. How about that?
Yes, I like that. Let's go with they see the world different.
And I don't even want to get into the things they do, but it's along the line of what Sister Jazz is talking about. I tell them all the time, like, yo, listen, saying I want to be a grown-up was the dumbest shit I've ever said in my motherfucking life.
Right.
It's the dumbest shit I have ever said. I have to tell them, man, like y'all have to enjoy y'all youth while you got it. You are gonna be older way longer than you gonna be younger.
That's true.
So when they don't listen, they want to be. They want to be
hurry again. What was our hurry?
Sorry?
Why were we in a hurry?
Because we were idiots.
Why were we
Because we were stupid. Because we were idiots.
Because we were unwise. We were unwise. We were immature.
Yo, I catch myself trying to relive those days, man.
Me too, because those were the best days when you didn't have the responsibilities that you have now.
Yeah.
And these kids actually, they kind of just really take it for granted.
There you go.
And so this was, yes. So this was the number one conversation that I was having between people. So most people who I converse with, they told me that the number one problem that they had with Gen Z children were that they were entitled. And I believe that that is a real thing because we, Generation X, I believe we are.
We're millennials.
We're millennials. There we go. So I believe that millennials, we spent so much time trying to provide and give our children everything that we did not have, that we created the Gen Z children, and we didn't really give them a sense of the word no. And didn't give them the thing of working hard too much. Because when you think about children today, it's McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut, whatever, right? So back in the day, we would only get McDonald's after we got shots, got an A in our report cards. It wasn't something that you always had access to. Would you guys agree with that?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I would say yes and no. You can add to it. It's I don't think that's what the issue is per se. I think what the main problem is the fact that we had the instant gratification. They are used to that. I don't think the entitlement. I don't think it's more entitled. I think it's more like they're not used to the patience part. So they grow up with zero patience. Remember, we grew up on rewinding tapes.
Right.
You know, we had to wait for stuff like online internet. Mm-hmm. You know, it wasn't you turn it on and right there. We had to dial in. We had had to like call a cab and wait like almost an hour for them to show up. Right. You know, it's like we didn't have the instantaneous movement, you know, the instant transmission of what we have today. We don't see it today how these children see it because we grew up in a different
working hard for everything
environment. We had to like we had to do for everything we had. It wasn't just handed to us. Because I don't know if y'all guys had that issue, but I had an issue growing up where I wanted a cell phone as a child when they became big. And I was told no, not until I turned 18, got a job, and I paid it for my own bill.
True.
What happens now? Today, children young as 5-4 years old are getting a device, and they have them in their hands, and they're getting instant gratification. So whatever they want, it's there, and it's there to them quick in a hurry.
Right. I'm going to respond to that too. So Blackie Stone TV said, entitlement, exactly. Their confidence has to be consistently padded before you can get anything in on the wisdom side. I agree with that too. I do. That is very true. Kev, that is a very true statement. So B, to what you were saying, that they pretty much have access to everything at their fingertips, right? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. I never even looked at it as that. Like, I never looked at it from that perspective. That's a great perspective, B. Hey man, you always so insightful and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we can say both of them go parallel to each other, but I really think it was that added to the entitlement. Because like you had to have that before you got the entitlement.
Right. So let me ask you this, and then Shaka, I'm gonna come to you. So B, do you think maybe if we started to slow some things down for these children, that maybe we can squeeze in patience, dedication, and hard work instead of us always kind of handing things to them? Because when you look at it now, children are out here driving Beamers. Like 16, 17. I seen a young lady pull up to her job at McDonald's in a Beamer. And I'm like, is this your car? She says, yes, it's my car. My mom co-signed for me. I said,
What color was she?
she was black.
Really?
Yeah.
Beamers don't cost as much as you think.
But they don't. But the payments on them are still kind of high. This is the thing. I see a lot of kids out here who live in certain areas, and you would be thinking a Beamer, and you're living in the zip code, and it's just like, maybe that is not what we should be pushing on our children, because we want the world to see this image of, look, hey, look what we gave our child. Look what we gave our child. But we haven't yet taught our children the dedication and hard work behind it. You know what I'm saying? And so I've come across a lot of children that actually go to my kids' school and some other schools who, if you hear the way they talk, yeah, if my mama don't give me this, I'm gonna cuss her out. And I'm like, I done got throat punched. But Shaka, let me give us your intake. How do you feel about kids at 16, Gen Z kids getting Beamers, and they may live in a zip code where you know that mom, dad are really kind of doing this just for show and to just please the kid?
I haven't experienced that. I live in a zip code
New York,
where
yeah.
if a 16-year-old has a Beamer, he's doing a little something extra.
Oh, well, no, these kids down here not doing nothing extra.
Yeah.
Not down here.
I mean, it's a gift and a curse, because it's like, when I was a kid, I got $5 a week allowance up until high school. And then I started getting 20. Anything else I had to earn and do a whole bunch of other shit that we won't discuss.
$5.
Yeah. I had
it was
to
$5 a week
that,
for me too.
and then buy my own shit. I had to buy my own stuff and save my allowance $5 a week or whatever have you. Do summer youth, and the environments, things are getting rougher than that. Things are more remnant now to the streets of the 90s, but we came up so rough that we don't want that for our children.
Right.
So it's like I struggled so goddamn hard when I was growing up. I don't want that for my kids. So like I definitely make it an issue to give him everything that I didn't have and more. You know?
Right.
But on the flip side, like B said, it takes certain things away from them. Like when I was younger, I had to have a set of survival skills that my son wouldn't fathom.
Right. Like you had to have street smarts.
Yeah, he does. These kids don't have that stuff at all.
No, they don't.
The conversations that I have with my nieces and my nephews and my friends' children, I look at these dudes like, y'all
delusional.
You wouldn't be able to cross the street if you was when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm. But here go the thing, though. Here's the kicker. Like, in my situation, I was trying to educate my children about dangers of the street and going into someone's house to get a tattoo, or because I do not believe, I'm a firm believer, you do not go to no one's house to get a tattoo. A tattoo is something that is forever and is dangerous. It's dangerous in the shop, and it's even more dangerous outside of the shop. At least in the shop, if something happens to you, they're liable. You can take them to court to sue them. But if someone does that out of their home, where's the proof? You know,
crazy, because I swear 10 of my tattoos is done in somebody's damn house, literally.
Yeah, no, I'm totally against that.
I need a sterile environment, man, if I'm going to do that.
So I mean, I didn't infect and I'm not dead, so I guess
no, you're not. But you might be one of the lucky ones. There have been people who had my cousin. I'm not gonna say her name, but she went to someone's house and like she has tattoos on her that just look jacked. And
there's a girl that I know that got a tattoo and it was infected. Like she was able to literally peel the tattoo like off of her skin.
Same here. So
that was like that shit from like Superman 2 when General Zod big ass S and throw it on people.
Yeah.
So another issue. I'm sorry, guys, because I want to keep this moving. So another issue. Oh, go ahead, B.
Yeah, I'm just gonna comment on that, like to help change your mind. Is that my mom in a sterile environment got a staph infection?
Oh no!
Almost died from it, and she was in Ohio when that happened. So
that's why I said in a professional place or in someone's home is both dangerous, but at least in a professional place, she could hold them accountable. someone going in their home. Usually they're not licensed, or if they are licensed, they're sneaking and doing it in their home because guess what? The more people you come in, you can do it super fast. You don't have to be following none of the rules or the guidelines.
And you keep all the money. You ain't got to worry about like no booth rent or nothing like that. So
that's not fun.
Yeah. So, can I speak on this Beamer thing now?
Go ahead.
So everybody's probably about to hate me for what I'm about to say, but I'm probably the reason. Yeah. So, I mean, if Ivy was 16 and she wanted a Beamer, I would get it for her. Only, I mean, with my grandparents handed me everything. If I called my grandma and said, "Hey, grandma, I want a unicorn," she's gonna go find me one and buy it. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, I mean, if she wants it, I will buy it for her. But also as well, it's like she'd have to be responsible. Like I said, you're gonna pay the car payment, or you're gonna pay insurance, or something of that nature. She has some responsibility and not just driving a car with my name on it. So
right. So let me add to what you're saying. I agree. If a parent wants to buy their child a Beamer, that is fine. That is their right. I will not judge them. But what I'm saying is make sure that your child is ready for that type of step. And I think the problem that a lot of parents are starting to see is we hand our children so much because we're the generation that came from the crack era. Okay. So most in that era, we didn't have water at times. Well, I never lived like that because my mom, she always kept the water and stuff on. But there were kids that went to sleep without eating. Some still now. Yes. There was so much struggle back then, and so for me, I think it is important to show children the responsibility because what if something happens to us, right? If you keep handing a child something, how are they going to go off and be great? So I think it said, I don't know if this is in the Bible, it was a quote. So the best way to help someone is to teach them how to fish, right? Because if you teach them how to fish, they're going to go out, get them some food. But if you keep handing them a fish and you're not showing them how to go down to the fishing hole, right, and go, I know I'm throwing this all the way off, but I'm just trying to use this analogy.
The idea, right?
You got the idea, right?
You got to teach them to fish because that knowledge will carry it forward and teach it down past their children,
right?
For survival,
right?
Yeah.
And so I just think that is important. And then also, I think sometimes, depending on your child and their personality, if you hand them too much, they do become entitled, and then that becomes a problem for the parent because sometimes these kids are growing out of control. Where when you tell them no and you set boundaries, right? Say you have these children, you raise them, you don't give them these boundaries. And then, bam, they turn 21, 22. And you say, okay, now I've done enough for you. Now it's time for you to go out there on your own. Or if you're in my house still, I'm going to have to start charging you rent or something like that. And that child will literally turn to you and be like, the hell you talking about, Willis? And so that's another one of the problems that I'm seeing that, conversing with people, that's what they're saying to me. Or the fact that they don't believe these children are our future. So I'm just like, why is it that these kids, they don't think the kids are our future anymore? And it's because these kids don't want to save, they don't want to invest or anything like that. But at the same time, kind of thinking about it, if we as parents of the 90s era always saying, but back in my day, that's not going to help either. So like Brandon said, these kids have access to a lot more things than we did. So we should take that into consideration when trying to talk to these kids and getting them on the right path. So I'm going to go ahead and move this along. Anybody else got anything to say on this topic? Go ahead, babe.
So like on top of that, with what you all said and what everything was said, you look at what's happening also with how society's treating it too, right? Society is putting like the participation rewards and all that stuff, not allowing them to lose. They can't feel some type of way because if they do, then everything's all wrong and the world is wrong. But it's like
too sensitive.
You don't accept the fact that the world's not fair and things happen to you are unfairly, and just move forward and be like, okay, well then I'll just do things differently because doing it this way is not working. So rather than be a victim, which is what's happening more.
I agree with you on that. And that might be the reason why some of these children snap too, because they can't handle, like if you think about it though, if you give a child so much, right? So, right, I'm about to go into some nerd stuff, all right, real quick before I get into that. So I don't know if you guys know like vampire stories or anything like that. So vampires never really made kids vampires, right? And it was because you can't control a kid vampire, right? Because a child is going to throw a fit, right? You can't control a child if they have too much power. If you give them too much. Creating a child vampire will give this child a bloodlust that they cannot control. So when you think about if you keep giving a child something and you know that child is spoiled rotten, right? And then you take that away from that child, right? What is that child going to do? Especially if that child has been given everything. The word no was never used. The word I think about it was never used. And you keep handling, because like I said, all children are not the same and their personalities are different. And some children, they cannot handle the word no or having something taken away from them, especially when you have been the parent or the grandparent who fed into a child so much. And that's another dangerous thing about some of these Gen Z kids. She said no.
The Interview with a Vampire is like that one. Kirsten Dunst's character becomes a vampire very early. She goes and kills an entire family.
Interview with the vampire.
And she couldn't control herself. It was very that right there was like what you just said. That's a clear example of what meant by that.
Right.
Was Kirsten Dunst like a trash Mary Jane, or was it just me?
No, she was okay, man.
She was all right. I think they made too much drama. Like, I think they gave her too much drama all the time. Because Mary Jane was not full of poor me. Mary Jane was a badass. And they just, because she was always looking for a scoop. And this Mary Jane was, like she was Lois Lane. You know, we know Lois always falling off the building.
She looked mad, run down. Like,
yeah, I think they overdid it with the drama with her. Yeah. They definitely overdid with the drama. I think her face was annoying too after a while. It was.
She was mad run down. I'm sorry.
It was because like, she was always
trailer trash.
Peter. Harry, you let your dad say that about me. You're not going to say anything. Audition.
You got that shit pretty nailed down. Like, it's pretty good.
I mean, because Mary Jane was always badass. You know, she talked that shit. She was with it. Like, Hobgoblin or Green Goblin coming for her. Spider-Man's going to save me, motherfucker. What you talking about? You know? Let me quit.
It's pretty good.
I'm sorry, y'all. My kids all have the flu, and they tagged me in. So
oh, you're it now?
I'm it.
Cooties.
I do. I really do. And I'm over here kind of dizzy, so I'm kind of
dizzy.
Yeah, I'm okay though. Like I'm pushing through. You know how I be when you get the flu. I'm pushing through.
What do you mean how I be? I haven't had the flu in probably like 10, 12 years. I don't know what it's like.
Oh my god! Like my head hurts so bad. But that's all that. It's time for the Trend Corner because we're done with Gen Z.
Yep.
But you know, it was requested that I did this, and I told this person I would do it for them, and hopefully, some of the things that we talked about will shed some light on this. And let's encourage the parents first. Oh wait! First of all, let me say congratulations to all the graduates. Let's give all the graduates a hand. So all the parents on my Facebook timeline, I want to congratulate you guys because not only did your babies get through school, but you guys, I know you guys kept pushing and kept encouraging. And let me tell you something, being a mother of 3 children that's in high school right now, my baby's going to be coming out next year and then my other baby in the year after that. Let me tell you, that is something that's so daunting and it's so hard to keep these kids focused, especially through this pandemic. They're going to school and their teachers not in school. Like I want to say for the last 4 months, my kids have not had teachers in school. So yes, so they've been showing up, writing their name on paper, giving them grades. And yes, it's a big problem in North Carolina. So a lot of these kids, they want to give up, but they have not given up. But let me say this about Gen Z kids. They are resilient. Because I'm not going to speak totally bad about them, and we just don't understand everything.
You just shit on them for half an hour. Congratulations!
Hey guys, but my girl Jazz got to go. She got to get little sister Ivy together. Bye, Jazz. Love you, girlie.
Later, Jazz.
Good night. Thank you for coming.
Jazz, like, bitch, shut up and let me go.
Exactly.
Jazz, before you go, where can I find that do-rag?
K&P if you got one in your area. Angie's if you got one in your area.
They
Honestly,
ain't
I
got
don't
one.
know.
They ain't dope like us. They ain't got one.
Honestly, really, I don't even know because I took this from somebody. I just can't remember who I took it from.
You know what? Have a good night, Jess.
Okay.
She said I took this from someone. Lord.
See y'all.
Yeah.
Good night, Jess.
I took this from someone. So, like I was saying, congratulations to all you parents out there. I'd get long-winded. But it is time for the trending corner with Laura D. And Shaka, I think you're going to like what I got planned for the trending corner with Laura D. Let's go.
Let's do this.
All right.
Breathe in, breathe out. Soon enough it will be conquered somehow.
Hey. So, anyways, guys, you already know what's
That
time.
was fire. That was
Nice
fire.
little segue intro there.
Thank you. So there has been a picture that has been circulating on Facebook, and let me go ahead and add this to the live stream real quick. So,
Oh no!
yes. So we got to get into this because let me tell you, people in my comments. I had a lot of mixed reviews in my comments with this picture, and I shared it because let me tell you, I hesitated to share this picture because I was like, oh, I don't know about this. Like, I don't know. I ain't really. It was comical. It was comical because in my head, I'm like, who really makes these things? Who really makes these things? But then I said, okay, it is time for a conversation about this. So I had wanted to say, do darker women and lighter women age differently? Like, I want to know because someone made this meme. It said light-skinned women are interestingly, age interestingly. It's like they peak in beauty in their 20s and 30s, and that's it. It's a wrap. Seems like they don't age well at all. I don't know. So, let me give before y'all two go. Let me give someone some background history. Let me give the world some background history on Jasmine Guy. Okay, so a lot of people do not know that when Jasmine Guy was in what was that? It's a different world. Yes, when she was in Nashville and was it Harlem Nights, she was already like 30-something years old.
Yep.
So she looked damn good back then for her age. And she's an older woman now. She looks really, you guys really knew her age. She really looks well for her age. LisaRaye, I think she's aging the way she's aging because of karma, because Lisa, she messy.
You said karma?
Yeah, she messy. And let me go with Tia Mowry Hardrick.
That's Tamara or Tia?
That's Tia?
Tamara, which one is married to
She is married to the dude that
okay, Tia. Okay.
She's married to the guy that shot Tupac.
Married to the guy that shot Tupac. No.
In the movie.
He did.
No, in the
dude
movie.
who played Bullethead on Steve Harvey's show. Yeah. Okay. So Shaka, what do you think about this picture? And what do you feel about this?
I hope that this is a bad picture of LisaRaye, just a bad one. We all take bad ones. We all have a driver's license. We all have a driver's license, so I know it. Tia, man, like,
but
Tia in this picture, she looked like a pirate ship anchor. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, I don't want to believe that this is what's going on. LisaRaye at one point in life, I thought was the most beautiful woman to walk the face of the earth. I thought God said, "Earth, I give you Lisa." I thought that at one point. I'm praying to God. I imagine that I would be a celebrity one day, and I would hit that, and her vagina would feel like liquid silk.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Now I'm starting to feel like
Shocking.
it may feel like rough cat litter.
Keep it PG and respectful. Keep it PG.
I'm sorry. I just hope that this is a bad Photoshop picture. Jasmine Guy, I understand that she's. Anyway, let me answer the question. In my experience, light-skinned women do age poorly. Yeah, in my experience. Most of the girls that I went to high school with, like the light-skinned ones, were beautiful. And now most of them are like washed, like bathed, glazed, and ready for bed. Washed. And the darker skinned women, most of them still look like themselves.
They do.
Yeah.
But Brandon,
light skinned people age like milk.
See,
Yeah,
I was about to say, man.
Go ahead. 'Cause I'm gonna counter him. I'm gonna counter him. Go ahead. B.
No, I that's what I was. Okay, so what I was saying. Okay, I'm Spanish, so in our culture we have a melting pot of different ethnicities with their skin tones, right? So the skin tones vary. We can have really, really, really dark folks, and then we have really, 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 really light folks. So I fall more left leaning. I'm left leaning in that way, but not in the other way, left leaning. But I'm left leaning in the lighter side of the Hispanics. But yes, there is a certain time in our life where some Hispanics on the lighter side will age like milk, but that's just bad genes at that point. So there's a gene for aging in the lighter skin folks that is kind of it's a flawed gene. Our skin will then start getting worse because of the sun. So the more we're outside, the worse our skin is going to get. And that's what happens to us looking like more older. Skin the elasticity doesn't stay. It'll droop more because from what my experience is the darker tones, folks have like their skin glowing.
More melanin.
Yeah, so that has like regenerative properties that it makes the skin more healthy, and that your skin repairs itself faster. It has like
I think it is what's it called? Starts with an E. Elasticity, and then
elasticity.
It's another one.
The repair is faster. It glows more. It has more it looks like it's more nutrients. It absorbs the light better. It helps. It doesn't get damaged as easily as far as like being outside through the elements. And just like milk, it's literally you mix coffee with milk. The coffee's going to go bad faster than if you didn't put any milk in the coffee at all.
Okay.
But that's
okay, fellas.
Shout out to Michael Jackson. He was ahead of the curve, walking around.
No, he was not.
You know what? First of all, let me say
he was walking around with umbrellas and shit to protect himself from the sun.
Gentlemen, I'm like to go real quick because y'all too crazy. Listen, let me say this: Jasmine Guy, Lisa Ray, and Tia are very beautiful ladies. I just don't get why is it that it's okay to come after women's age and where they're aging. Like these women worked very hard in the industry for a long time. That could be very stressful, and they're still beautiful. And I will commend darker skinned women. Their skin is so dewy, so beautiful. But yet, light skinned women are beautiful too. But I'm just kind of getting tired of this dark versus black, dark versus light. And,
wow, yeah. Dark versus black. Let's keep it going.
Shut up. But anyway, I just don't like the woman is older. Like Jasmine Guy is like 60 maybe.
Like she is 60.
Huh?
I looked it up when you brought up how old she was during Harlem Nights. She's definitely 62.
Yeah, she's right.
But hey, listen.
She looks good, but that looks good for 60 though.
Patti LaBelle is 78, and she looked like she's in her mid-40s. Melanin.
Yeah. But also, we don't know their skincare regimen.
I don't know. Look at Vivica Fox
Look
right
at-
now.
Vivica Fox chopped her skin up.
Vivica is all surgery, okay? Let's see.
All right.
Vivica Fox is like Emmett Till.
She's not black, but she is Caucasian. What's her name? Brad Pitt's ex, not Lisa. Jennifer Aniston. Look at her. She
went under the knife too.
Look at Jamie Lee Curtis. That woman is older. She still looks goddamn
Look,
good.
certain genetics.
How about Charlene Theron? Because she still looks like a whole scoop of yes, man.
I mean, she ain't as sexy as she was.
We could say John Stamos.
Yes, John Stamos.
We say George Clooney.
I'm trying to think of light-skinned black women that I know.
The Greek people have good genes.
Yes.
Look at Jada Pinkett Smith, your favorite person, Shaka. She looks goddamn good.
She got uglier as she did what she did to.
Y'all only think she's not attractive now because of the whole Will and Chris Rock situation.
No, when she started doing that shit to her face too, that's when she lost her attraction to me. When she was what was her name in Low Down Dirty Shame? When she was what was her name then?
Peaches.
When she was Peaches.
I liked her in Daewoo, right? It was called
Daewoo. And Woo, but Hawthorne, JD Pinkett, nah, fam, I'll pass.
But listen, let me say this.
And she's not a dark-skinned woman, Jada Pinkett.
She's not. That's why I said she's light-skinned and she looks good still.
When I think like of a dark-skinned woman,
women are going to age. You don't have nobody bringing up Wesley Snipes, comparing him to some other light-skinned guy, and Wesley looked like a dried up prune, a skinny pistol stick, and whatever. But
Wesley
you don't
look like Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo.
He looks like his taxes finally got paid and it broke his pockets. But what I'm just saying is, why is it that it's okay to take and shame women because they're actually just Asian? We're all going to age, and it's just like really.
It's the makeup. It's the makeup that these women put on their faces as well.
And I think that is a thing too. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that when it comes to this colorism thing, I think this should be a thing of the past because these women have been in the industry for a long time. You don't even understand how much makeup they had to put on their face. Like I said, we don't know their skin regimen or anything like that.
Well, this is something that goes on from way back in the day. Like, the darker, even back in slave times, if you were a lighter skin, the master treated you better. Like it.
Yes.
Malcolm X said that his mother was so light, she hated to be so light, so she made sure she married the blackest motherfucker she can find.
And he still came out light skinned because not a lot of people know Malcolm X was light skinned because we got kids out for him. He was light skinned. He was a light skinned man. Okay, he wasn't a light skinned man.
So this colorism thing is not about Hollywood. This shit has been going on since before our parents' time. It's not nothing.
It is, but it's kind of really sad because like when I shared this, I really didn't want to share it because I was afraid it was gonna hurt some of my friends who are fair skinned, and so it was really kind of hard to share. But I kind of knew it needed to be discussed. Because I think both women from both spectrums, light-skinned women and dark-skinned women, always have it bad. And it's always some man in the middle tell them, oh, you so ugly because you're dark-skinned. Oh, you so you're looking older because you're light-skinned and you're finally
taught to hate ourselves since the beginning of time. We've been taught to hate ourselves. So like this just the whole black and white shit.
But this isn't take white people out of this because white people
not white people. I mean
right
dark skinned and fairer skinned people. Like we've been taught to hate ourselves.
Right.
Like so, if you were dark skinned, people automatically assume you was African.
Jump in when you need to be.
When you were younger, you were taught when you were dark skinned, you were always taught that you was African or Haitian, and that was like the worst thing to be.
African,
yeah, I've used that before. I've used that.
I did too.
Yeah, so that hater shit is nothing new. That's just my standpoint. It is nothing new.
That's funny.
Women need to embrace. I don't think women need to wear makeup ages you.
So
it does.
Tons of it. Remember what I was telling you about there's a gene and everything that's a flaw in the lighter folks than the darker folks. Ready?
You can say that's a flaw.
Ready for the facts? Here we go.
All right, go ahead.
Do lighter skinned people age faster? Considering the detrimental effects that the sun can have on our skin. Remember, I said sun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It shouldn't come as too much of a surprise that lighter skin tones typically age faster than darker ones. How
It's a
about
real thing.
that?
You know
It's real.
who I blame on all this shit? The white man.
You can't. Why we putting blame on the white man for everything? Now, listen. So back in the day when they did
The
all,
reason why there are light-skinned people is because somewhere in our genealogy, the white man raped a black woman, and now we have light-skinned people.
but I'm happy we have light skinned people. We have a different mixture.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong.
That is how
with
the
it.
world should be. The world
If
should
you're
be.
trying to, but I'm not saying that.
It should be a lot of different people in this world. But
Well, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is
we can't blame the white man for this.
Yes, you can.
No, you can.
Yes,
Maybe
you can.
not in 2022. And
That's the reason light-skinned people
because
exist.
when white men date black women, they date darker skinned black women. White men love darker skinned black women. I just don't think this separation is coming from the white side.
The weakness of their genes follow the trail of what they've been saying, of what we're getting at. There is a degenerative gene because they cannot maintain what goes on, the sun rays and shit like that. That transforms that mutates into their offspring. And then that's how that shit continues. So I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with light-skinned people. What I'm saying is the reason why those poor genes are affected. What am I saying? Let me get to. I'm having a brain fart. The reason why those light-skinned people age is because they have that white gene in them. That's all I'm saying. So you can blame the white gene.
Someone in my comments said that too. But
it's not the white gene. It is remember I told you, the skin, the melanin has the protection from the sun. So when you have more of it,
black people gotta wear sunscreen. We all gotta wear sunscreen.
It's gonna be damaged a lot less. You're not gonna see the droops of the elasticity. It's gonna repair itself better. Like I was telling you, it's a flaw in the genetic code of those with lighter skin tones. Like that all of a sudden we hit a certain age and
I just don't like
we look 80.
I just don't like telling anyone that they have a flaw.
It is I'm telling you.
I hear that. Because that's what science says, right?
This is what
science says that. Science says also my son is disabled, but he's not. He thinks freely and differently. So I don't like to put labels. I know, but
you cannot deny genetic flaw in the DNA of how lighter tones.
I just feel like that is.
Are you kidding me? You can't reverse my skin color. It's nothing.
But I don't look at it as a flaw. Like to tell someone you're this. To tell someone that's like telling a person who's dark skinned, your DNA is flawed because you got more melanin than me, and I'm like I just feel like
we were told that our skin color was flawed for the last 450 years.
I mean, I get that, but I just don't like. I don't like telling.
The flaws.
I just don't. I don't. Can I say something? Because I usually talk about
to skirt this.
I've been nice.
The real deal, which is you're darker. You're gonna age less than the lighter person. So enjoy it, embrace it. Be like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna be looking younger than you. Be happy about it.
No, I don't look at it like that. I look at it like this. These are my sisters. Whether they're lighter than me or not, we're melanin.
Deets in your sneakers? What?
These are my sisters.
Oh, these are my sisters.
So I'm not gonna look at a light skinned woman and be like, guess what? Come here, I got a secret for you.
You age like milk.
No, I just feel like just saying something like that, that's just hurtful. What if that's someone's insecurity? But I'm saying, like, I don't understand why this is even a post. Like, I don't understand why people like sit around and create things like this. It's so divisive.
Nah,
it seems they don't age it well at all. It's kind of deducing an observation. You're more than welcome to deduce an observation as that, and you can actually prove it that's a true statement.
Okay, so let's get some men up here. Like, I'm just tired of men because this was created by a man. I know. It is because his name is Petty Reloaded David Herbert.
It
Or
will
who
work.
knows what was said to him? I seen a post where remember Alien 3 when Sigourney Weaver was when the alien had her face to face and she was like trying to look away.
Yeah.
And then the post said when dark skinned niggas try to talk to you in a club. That's what the meme was. That's what the meme was.
Like, ew.
Yeah. Now look at this light skinned woman laughing her ass off.
That's messed up. Why you laughing at that?
I know this is so offensive, but I can just see the gold grill.
I'm offended now. I'm offended now. What are you gonna do about it?
Okay.
See, this is get back.
Exactly. Boom. Good job.
That's different, though. That's different.
High five.
Listen,
bang bang.
Listen, that's a stereotype. You're not talking about something that they can't change. They can change the way they approach someone in the club. These women can't change their DNA. It's a big difference.
No, I mean
I
Lisa
can't
Ray is
even
50.
see you. Get away from me.
Lisa Ray is like, yeah.
Look at you
I used to have a
laughing.
girl.
That's so funny because I'm gonna say those dark skin, but those dudes do in the club.
All
Like,
I
they just
see
be
is
trying to
those two.
simply
Get
just
away
dance
from
with
me.
the girls. They be up in there like, hey, shorty, I'm just watching you from across the room. Like, bro, first of all,
Yeah.
your
So
grill
this
is
is just
vibrating.
this is
Back
just
up on
pay.
my face.
That's
That's so funny.
It's just payback for all the time that dark skinned dude's been called African booty scratches. That's all it is.
Yeah, man, come on, man. That's a funny line, though.
That shit is hilarious.
But listen, to just come on though. But look at Tia though, and I think this is a horrible picture because
Tia looks like a Holocaust
Looks
survivor.
like that, then that's sad.
that is offensive.
For her, that's offensive for her to post it. What are you talking about? That's
What do you mean?
hey, look, see, we got funny. Blackie Stone laughing.
Laugh out loud.
You think
What do you
it's
mean
funny?
it's offensive for her to post it? Like, listen, if you guys do not like the way these people look, simply mind your business and keep on scrolling. It's that simple. I'm fat. My fat ass is gonna post some pictures. You're gonna see this fufa. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see a little bit extra thighs. Like,
Fufa.
you're gonna see this fufa.
Fufa?
I honestly don't believe that this is a real picture of Tia. I believe that
Yeah,
the picture of
someone
Tia and Lisa Ray these are Photoshop. I believe
Tia,
it.
Tia is built really kind of differently, but
Tia Mowry
No, she's not that
better
slim.
than what they see.
yes, she
here.
is. She really is. But
She's not that slim.
She really is. Yes, she is. She's slim. She's very slim.
This picture of Tia looked like somebody who smoked Newports down to the filter.
No,
I don't believe it.
No,
Make sure they get
guys,
all of it.
stop talking about her
Yeah.
body. Listen, this woman, Tia had gained weight. People bashed her so bad that she got this thin. This is why she's this thin. And it's because people make you feel so horrible
She
about
had
yourself.
kids, though.
She was beautiful. Listen, she did. She had before she had her second kid. It sounds like albino. Lord. Listen. She had a kid. She blew up a little bit. She got so much hate. Her and her sister had a show. She talked about it on her show. She broke down on it on her show. She also broke down on the fact that people never thought she was black enough because of her skin tone or her hair texture. I'm just saying these are things that bother people, and I just think it's so divisive. Like I just like this. Look how skinny she is now. This woman was perfectly fine built. I'm telling you, when I tell you she was fine, she was fine. She looks good now. But I'm saying, like, she got bullied into losing this weight. Like, half of the time, people be happy with who they are, but then people start bullying them because we don't fit society's image. And then it eventually wears on your psyche where you put yourself in a situation where you might not look better than. You know, that's why I'm taking it slow with my weight loss, because I'm like, shit, I'm gonna fuck who call me fat, because this bitch loves the way I look in the mirror. But I'm gonna get healthy, but I ain't getting skinny. But
now, as a fat nigga, I feel that way too. I don't ever want to be a skinny guy. I just want to be. If I get to a point where if I can choose my weight loss, I would get like buff. I don't ever want to be a slim dude.
Right, and that's what I said I want to do. I want to be more muscles than anything. Yeah. And I just think that people have such hate in their hearts, or they just think it's funny because the girl next to you might be slim fit, She might be built like Delicious. Well, Delicious body is paid for. Who else can I? Oh, Tiana Taylor. She might be built like Tiana Taylor. And here you are. You're a bigger, thicker person, but your personality is so beautiful. Your spirit is beautiful. You will go to war for the person that you care for. But people rather choose the skinny person and act like you're nothing and just try to bully you. But like, maybe you need to stop eating something unhealthy. And then realize, like, you don't even eat. Like, you don't eat. Like, you'll go like fucking all day without eating, have one meal a day, fucking trying to work out and lose weight. And people are still hating you, and you go to bed at night crying because you're trying to figure out, why can't I just exist? I'm not out here dressing whorish or anything like that. I'm just simply trying to exist and live my life and look in the mirror and be happy. But people cannot let people be happy. Like these women, let them age the way they want to age. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody talking about Chappelle and his gut, even though he ended up getting in shape. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you like stop it with the light skin and the dark skin. Like, let these women just fucking exist. So when a dark-skinned woman steps in the room with a light-skinned woman, guess what? She don't feel like she's inferior. Or a light-skinned woman who's maybe 40 steps in the room with a dark-skinned girl who's the same age. And she feels like, oh, damn, I age differently. I'm not saying that's a thing, but just in case it is a thing, I'm just saying, like, let women actually be able to get along without some person trying to pit them against each other. And that's why women can't get along. That's why we can't get along at all, because we're always in competition because there's someone saying, you look better because you're lighter. You look better because you're darker. You look better because you're skinnier. Like,
I think the beef should continue. You know how far back us dark skinned niggas got set back when Albie Shaw came out?
When what? Are we sure?
Dark skinned niggas ain't get popping
He's
again.
not even attractive. He wasn't attractive then.
Hey, look, women loved him. Black dudes didn't get popping again until Idris Elba came to prominence.
That's a lot.
That's a long gap. That's like 12 years of all light-skinned niggas.
Morris Chestnut.
Idris is a pretty man. That is a gorgeous guy.
Lorenzo Tate.
Lorenzo Tate is not dark skinned.
Not Lorenzo Tate. What is his name? Omar Epps.
Nobody cared about Raheem when he was Raheem. I mean, not Raheem. When he was cute.
Everyone was in love with him and loved him.
And then when Morris Chestnut first came out, he was Ricky. And I remember when he came out,
good looking.
He was the butt of the joke. No, they made fun of him.
Tay Diggs came out, and all the damn grandmas and aunties were trying to get their damn groove back. Like, come on, bro.
I like when grandmas try to get their groove back.
Nasty.
You ever dated an old woman, Vivez, an older woman, like in her 50s?
Have I what?
Have you ever dated a woman in her 50s or something like that?
Yeah, when
like
I was
someone significantly older than you.
When you was in your 20s.
When I was in my 20s,
let a 50-year-old try to date my 20-year-old.
I got in with a 55-year-old.
Yeah, she gonna be looking for
Marine Corps days, man. She didn't look it until
I don't care, bro.
Off, then she looked it.
Well,
I was too drunk to care. So
it's been a while. It's been an hour. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I be getting long-winded and I'm kind of like I'm not okay. I need to go lay my butt down. NyQuil does the trick every time. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about my slumber party and how it turned out. So this weekend, I ain't taking no pictures because I got so lit. But I did post on live. I did do a Facebook Live and Instagram Live. So this weekend, me and a couple of my girlfriends had a slumber party at the Residence Inn. Shout out the Residence Inn. We got a nice 2-bedroom, fireplace, full kitchen, the works. Hotel was slapping, indoor, non-heated pool. They lied about that. The pool was not heated. But anyways, we rented this hotel in South Charlotte. What is that? Park area, South Park area. And anyways, South Park that's where all the millionaires and stuff. And that place, it be slapping over there. But anyways, so
how many girls you had with you?
Huh?
How many girls you had with you?
I think it was like 8 of us or 7 of us. 7 of us, maybe. Yeah. So not everyone spent the night because it was a 2-bedroom. Some ladies went home. But man, listen, I cooked all this food, man. I made turkey wings. I did macaroni and cheese. I did green beans. I did baked chicken. I did barbecue meatballs. We had a salad. Trying to think about what else I made. That was it. Had cheesecake. We had all type of stuff, yo. The girls like, listen. When he said the skin tone is a defect, I'm lagging. I don't. What that mean, Cuddy?
His screen probably froze and he didn't get the whole gist of the conversation.
Oh, he said he lag it. Oh, I'm stupid.
Blackstone TV. It's the white man's fault.
Shut up, Shaka. Shut up, Shaka. Everything ain't the white man's fault, Shaka.
I said there's a genetic flaw in the defect.
Because of the white man. If everybody
it's the melanin, man. It damages our skin more in the light side with the sun. The sun damages our skin.
But really how did you get light? Not everybody in Africa was black as the night.
Ain't my fault. It's my mom's grandfather's fault that he was light.
It's the white man's fault.
The
white man came.
Okay, then who created the Asians? Because they don't have no melanin either.
Aliens. Because they look
like we come from them supposedly. Well, no, we don't come from them, but the term Asiatic black man was something that symbolized some Chinese motherfuckers or some shit like that.
Hey, Asian, yo,
like
politically.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get you canceled. I'm sorry,
bro.
Say it again, Bia.
Africa is the birthplace of civilization.
It
so
is.
like.
Yeah, but the term Asiatic black man, I forgot what it symbolizes, and I'd be on my God shit too, and I don't remember. Please don't give me a universal beat, man. I'm sorry. I want to hear about it. I was just letting
but you need to do a pilgrimage to Mecca, and then ask for freaking forgiveness, bro.
So, anyways, let me get back to my story. I'm trying to tell my story real quick, anyway.
Yep.
But anyways, Brandon, you know how I can't really hang that much. But anyways, I was drinking all night. Like I had some margaritas. I had some Casamigos.
You ready?
I had wine. Listen, when I tell you my girls showed up with all the liquor, like they showed up with all the liquor. They came to the hotels like, so where we going to eat at? And my homegirl said, girl, look in the kitchen. She looked in the kitchen. She's like, girl, you cook too? I said, honey, I don't like people know where it ain't food. We don't do that. So anyways, let me tell you, we had some mango wine, best wine I ever had. We had all this liquor, right? So we doing margaritas the whole night. We doing shots. My homegirl Nicole, she probably took like 6 shots and she was good. Woke up at 7 a.m. in the morning, no hangover. I woke up the next morning. I was throwing up about 7 a.m. About noon, I was still throwing up. I came home, ended up going to sleep, still slept the whole day away. I was done. I was done.
Trip. Trip ain't good unless you throw up.
Right. We played Uno for half the night. We played Never Have I Ever, and let me tell you, that conversation got so interesting. And guess what? I learned some things about my friends. Some freaks. Girls, I love them to death.
Any of your friends like New York niggas?
They all got men.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they all got men.
Hitched.
Yeah.
She married chick. Man, she would marry folk.
I really enjoy all of them, and they made my night so special. It felt so good to be away from the house and the kids. And let me tell you, when I tell you those ladies showed up and showed out, those ladies showed up and showed out. Okay.
That's beautiful.
Yes. But we're gonna go ahead and end it on a good note. I love everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry it was a little bit tone deaf today. Not tone deaf, monotone. Lord Jesus. A little bit monotoned today.
Not tone deaf.
Not tone deaf.
This time. I was not.
That's my brain. That's how y'all know that flu starting to mess with my head.
Mm-hmm.
NyQuil clears it all up.
Nah, she can't take alcohol. She lightweight.
Yeah, no. That NyQuil, oof. I be gone for 2 days.
She can't do edibles like that.
Medicine, like I don't do well with medicine. Like I always tell my doctors when they're trying to write me strong prescriptions, give me ibuprofen. Don't be giving me no Tylenol 3s, no perks, no trim, no freaking hydrocodone.
Yeah,
don't do
facts.
Send me
whiskey
this way.
And lemon.
Let me tell you, yo.
Don't say that out loud, but yes.
I took a Percocet. My doctor had given me a Percocet.
Oh man.
And I probably thought, I think I was dying. It felt like I was dying. Like I was trying to wake up.
Those
I don't do no.
Like
I'm not with it.
Like cloud 9, zero pain.
Yeah,
I don't like the effects that drugs have on you. That's why I don't do like marijuana or I don't do edibles or nothing like that. Because I don't like not having control. Alcohol.
I can't get high from smoking marijuana. Like for some, it has no effect on me whatsoever. But I can get high from the edible.
Don't do it, because then
I get high from edibles.
The next drug.
But look, let me ask you a question. Not ask you a question. Make another suggestion. Whiskey and lemon.
Oh, a hot toddy.
Yeah,
You try, dude.
it probably make you sweat the shit out.
I know, but no, I'm gonna be drunk too, and then throwing up still.
Well, then
And
that's
then
a good time. A good time is not a good time unless you throw up.
The flu is going around North Carolina like crazy because I had to take my son. Ooh, it's a net on me. I had to take my son to what's it called? The hospital. And
What, that place that they save lives, you know? Have you seen it?
listen,
Insignificant place.
Listen, the lady was like, listen, there's been a rise in flu cases. She said, like, mostly everybody in here has the flu. And I was like, this is not flu season. She says, girl, it's probably because everybody's been in the house. Everybody's been focused on COVID and they forgot.
Elements.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Idiots. It's like, come on, guys, common sense. If COVID's the new common cold, what else do you think is out there?
Right.
Like, it's the same stuff that's been out there since the beginning of time. Like, what are you doing?
Right. And man, listen, and when you a mom, you don't get that chance to just lay down and just deal with being sick. Whether you got the flu or not, you gotta get your ass to fuck up and do what you gotta do.
That's why when I get sick, I leave.
Wow. You gonna go for cigarettes when you get sick? I'm going for cigarettes.
Anytime. I get a hangnail. I'm out for 3 days. I take into a hotel. Facts.
Oh, you're stupid.
But
you know what? No, because you know what, like I'm not even gonna lie. Like I've been having mad chest pains, and so I was like, nah, I'm kind of scared to be anywhere not with someone. Like, yo, listen, come get me, because you know.
Well, that makes sense.
Just monitor your fever, and your fever can't be over 103.
Yeah.
And then you have to go to the ER.
Right now, I ain't going to. I'm a G. I ain't going to the damn ER. My kids toughed it out. I'm tough it out.
Over 103.
Yeah, man, I'm a mother. I can handle 103 fever.
It is dangerous because your brain can fry when you're over a certain age. You try to say you're.
Where the hell have you been? My brain been fried.
If you're trying to say you're only 25, if you say that and then you friggin' your brain fries, then you know you just know you ain't 25. It's very dangerous because your organs will shut down once you hit 104. Like as soon as you go up there, your organs are starting to shut down.
I feel that. I get it. I'm not sure for y'all, but anyways,
we just want you to be safe and careful. We love you, Alora.
Oh, thank you guys. Y'all know I'm a G out here, like. And I love you. And Shaka, let me give you a special shout out.
Different shades of color started at the Tower of Babel in Nimrod's time. Look it up.
Oh, yep. Cuddy.
You said biblical stuff.
We learned that at New Bethel Church. We learned that, yes.
Because there was white men. There was white men up there. That's why.
Oh no, biblical stuff, please.
Facts, right? I'm shutting up.
Yeah,
man.
You're
let me give you your roses while I have you here. So I always try to shout out everyone because you know I love you guys, but Shaka always comes through for me, and Shaka be having stuff to do, and I'll take Shaka last minute, be like, hey, you want to come on tonight? And he'd be like, all right, I got you. It don't be like, woman, last minute, it don't be none of that. And so Shaka, I just want you to know I really appreciate you so much. You are welcome here at the Lauren Hour podcast whenever you want to. You're a very special person, and you mean a lot to us over here. And I just wanted to let people know how good of a person you are. Like really, really, like I really want to give you your roses because I so appreciate you. I really do.
And I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Word up. You just made me feel a little sentimental. I don't like that shit.
It's good to have
pull that tear back up in here.
It's good to have someone that can bounce off of as well. Like whenever you have an opposing opinion, you're able to give your side, but it's not like in a offensive way too. So that's always good.
Right, and plus Shaka be keeping it real with me, like, cause
he's funny.
I be like, Shaka, was I wrong? I was like, I said it. He be like, oh, shorty, you kind of wrong. I was like, oh, okay, let me go and apologize.
Lauren is a firecracker. She is a firecracker. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are exercise to the brain. I think I said it before when I first watched the show. I was like, nope, these guys are too fucking smart. Mm-mm.
As of lately, I've been kind of slow, like really slow.
Nah, it's because of the time of day. You know, you're already burnt out. Like the
Listen,
mind is shut.
Listen, I'm gonna be back to the scholar I used to be because I have learned that I need to take mental health. So I learned that the reason why I'm having problems with my speech and remembering things is because I'm too spent.
Yep.
Like I'm trying to be everywhere at once, and it's me trying to remember everything and be responsible for everyone. And so I've learned that I have to take out time for me, and that's why I did the summer party thing.
Teach yourself.
Yes, to kind of recharge. And I'm like, girl, yo, you super smart. Like, where's what's happening? What's up with your enunciation? Why can't you remember things? And I realized, and someone else brought it up to me, like, yo, you need to chill a little bit.
More than one person hit you up with that?
Yeah, because like I'm out. Like I'm not only you, because I'm
you
out.
You said it, bro, but the shit never matters unless another girl says it.
Yeah, it's like I was out with my homegirl, right? And she's like, bitch, is you sitting here talking about things you got to do at home when we supposed to be at brunch? Because like it's so bad. I be sitting here talking out loud, like, damn, bitch, don't forget to go ahead and wash those clothes when you get home or scrub.
Yeah, you done that to me.
And B was like, "What you saying?" I'm like, "Oh, to
no, I just talk to myself. I'm weird." I'm like, no, that's not normal, kid. Like
that's what he told me. He's like, "That's not normal."
The first like 4 hours being with her, I pretty much said that to her. The first 4 hours of hanging out with her, I was like, maybe you should like slow down a bit. You're doing a little too much.
But I'm a firm believer in if you talk it out, you won't forget.
Yeah.
And it keeps me on my track. Like when I'm driving, I gotta try not to be thinking about other things because I'll get distracted. Like, so I'll be like, okay, bitch, check your mirrors, look back here, stay focused.
Oh yeah, look, even Len, okay, Len, as long as you know we understand this. Here we go.
Man, it's difficult to keep a piece of yourself when you're.
It is.
Married. Well, I don't put you when you have a significant other and you're a parent. I am lucky because I'm single, and my son's grandmother is always willing to help. So once a month, because I'm single, I have the luxury of like plugging in. Like once a month, I'll just go to a different town. I'll leave New York and just go stay at a hotel for a night, just to recharge, whether I have company or not. So like, I know it's kind of difficult to do when you're married because you go to a hotel to do what by yourself? Bitch, you lying.
Actually, I like that you brought that up because shout out to my husband because you know what? One of my girlfriends had pointed that out. She's like, girl, he's okay with you coming to this hotel and he ain't worried about no dudes being here. I said, first of all, my husband knows me and we have that trust factor. And second of all, that nigga got the location on. Believe that. Most people already know. Like B know how my husband is.
Oh yeah,
like,
my man.
Yeah, I ain't.
Damn right, Len. So funny, like you said that. Vanessa's going to Jamaica this Sunday, so going away for a week, right? My thing is like always do something for yourself. Even if I'm not attending or something, I'll ask if they don't want me there. I'm not even going to impose. So I'm just like, if I'm not welcome, I don't even want to be a part of it because I don't even want to try to interject myself in something that will interfere with their time with but they should have that break. Everybody, even if you're in a couple thing, you should take that time and just separate for a little bit. And it's not like a bad thing because then you guys can like go and you learn about yourself too. You can think about like you missing the individual and then you like, okay, so
you be there all that time because I'm not even going
that time to miss each other, and that helps because then absence makes the heart grow fonder and all that.
Makes other things grow fonder.
You know that your significant other is handling the home, so when you come back, home is clean. It smells nice. It doesn't look like it's crap and trashed up. Lynn, you're gonna keep that place clean, when she goes away. But it's like You
He tries.
you keep it up,
He
keep
tries.
it and everything, right? And then when you come back, you feel like, okay, I don't have to do anything. All right. So I feel more relaxed when you come back and everything.
Right.
You're willing to do more for the person because you're like, okay, when I'm gone, they maintain what I maintain, and it just
So I'm back. Right. And I love that too. And that's why I be trying to get him out the house. He's like, woman, I just want to play my Xbox.
Hey,
And-
sometimes that's what I do, but at the same time, I have to upkeep the house. When Vanessa's gone all day.
It's okay because I know you here. I
You
appreciate
can watch he can download the post.
Yeah.
Just send some
always
comments in there. Send it to the Alluring Hour podcast if you have questions. We have a fan page, and you can ask your questions there, and Allura will respond to all those questions.
that's my big Cuddy.
Well, then you talk to her on
he
the cell
knows.
phone. Just call her up and ask her stuff.
And I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate that support too. So, guys, it's been an hour 20, and I know y'all tired because it's 11 p.m.
Yeah, it's after 11.
Yeah.
You want me to do the send off? You ready?
Go
want me
ahead.
to do it? All right. So thank you very much for everyone coming. And, you guys can follow Allura at Allura Dannon. You can look her up at the Alluring Hour podcast fan page that we have on Facebook, on Instagram.
Yep, the Alluring Hour on Instagram.
And then Alluring Hour.
Now I'm lagging.
Whatever his plugs.
I'm about to say, are you lagging?
Was that
You
up?
guys be lagging. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever.
Nothing's
Do you
lagging.
have net zero too?
Net zero.
Net zero?
I got 8.
I don't think it's me. I think it's the server here. It's lagging. Yeah, I think the server's lagging.
No
But
shit.
I'm not lagging on my end. My network's really strong.
Thank you.
But hey, but thank you guys again. Have a good one. You guys take care. If admin wants to send us off, I'm gonna go and wave. Again, you could check the post at the Alluring Hour podcast on on Spotify, Apple Music, and also what was this? What's the last one that
Miss Reagan.
The Facebook as well.
Hollywood.
My daughter used to wave like this back in the day, and my mom would call her Miss Reagan.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. We love you, guys.